Well, greetings, everyone. It is I, your one and only multipotentialite, neurodivergent host,
the Cosmic Jedi. Welcome back to my channel.
Another outdoors challenge, recording myself in public. You all know how I feel about that. Yeah. It's about breaking those fears and worries. Hence why I'm out here today in public.
Nice.
I don't know if I need to change the lighting because right now it's looking fine so far. Oh, that's +7. Should I turn it down? Can I do that while shooting? Apparently I can. Good. Well, the sun's setting, so I might need to change that up again.
Well, duh.
I apologize that I have not done my Captain America 4 movie review. I watched it, but thankfully I didn't pay for the ticket. It was paid for me, and I don't want to sound like I'm being a douchebag. I definitely wasn't going to pay money for that, but my ticket was paid for, so I appreciate that. To you know whom.
Nice.
You know how I like to do my reviews. I don't want to say a movie is trash and that's it. I want to do an in-depth breakdown and analysis, just like I've been doing so far on my channel of late, from scene analysis to dialogue breakdown and all that stuff. So when I get more time in my hands, best believe we shall be doing that with full force.
Damn, son.
Without any hesitation, just like I did for Flash movie, just like I did for the Venom movie. Any movie that I feel is trash, even if it's good, I like to do a few scene breakdowns. I don't only want to do breakdown discussions for trash movies. On the same day that Captain America came out, I also watched the Gorge movie.
And here we go.
If you know me well enough so far, you can tell the one that I enjoyed the most.
Let me hear, yeah!
The Gorge movie, despite some of its flaws and issues, was more exciting than the Captain America 4 movie.
What?
I deliberately went back to watch the fight scene, in the elevator fight scene in Captain America Civil War. And there was a little voice in the back of my mind saying, oh, you shouldn't compare, the two scenes in the two movies. These are two different movies, even though they're trying to go off the same vibe of espionage and spy stuff, which is fair, I can agree with that. But at the same time, I was thinking to myself, well, you want to see what they did before and see if they improved upon what they did before, or if they learned from what they did before and added certain things that worked in the previous movies to this current movie. So yes, you can argue that, or you can discuss and say it's not a fair comparison. True. But at the same time, this is a recent movie. And the thing I always like to see is if you're doing sequels and you're bringing in a new Captain America, I have to compare it to the previous versions of Captain America. I have to compare it to the previous stories, action scenes, set pieces, all these things, because I want to see if you've learned. I want to see what you've brought to the table. And even if you rinse and repeat the same thing that worked before, I don't have any complaints with that. Some people might do, or some people will do, which is fair. That's natural. But if it's worked before and it's a beautiful formula, and you repeat it again and you tweak a few things on the same formula, just a few tweaks, and we acknowledge, you copied and pasted the previous formula, but it makes sense because that formula worked. Hopefully in the near future, you'll advance the formula, or you change the formula, or you'll adapt the formula. So tweaking here and there is cool. Hey, it is what it is. It's what's been going on with movies so far. Even cooking, certain recipes you don't change, you just tweak a few things here and there. It's worked before. It's tasty before. Why do I need to change it this time around? Beautiful.
What do you mean by that?
But if your current movie that's come after the previous movies doesn't step up once, or even a fraction, just a little bit, it's disappointing. And we're going to point those things out. People like myself are going to call it out. Yeah. But we'll leave that alone for now. And like I said, I thoroughly enjoyed the Gorge movie. I watched that twice in one day. And despite giving a rating between 0 and 10, how do you rate Captain America? How do you rate Superman and Man of Steel and all that stuff? I always say, if I can watch a movie multiple times, no matter how far in between the first time I watched it, for me, that's a good enough sign that the movie is good.
Nice.
As long as it's rewatchable, then I'm satisfied with that. Not necessarily rewatchable every 2 months or what, like Lord of the Rings, I don't rewatch that every time.
I don't know what that means.
That's like a once a year thing on my lonesome. Then if someone who hasn't seen it, like a good friend of mine or a family member who hasn't seen it but is looking forward to seeing it, then it's like, okay, yeah, I'll be excited to watch it again with them because I'm watching it with someone else, and just to see their reaction to certain scenes, dialogue, set pieces, emotional scenes, surprises, just to see how they react to all those things. So yeah, those kind of movies, yes. Harry Potter as well. That's something I can rewatch twice in a year. The whole lot from beginning to end. All movies I can just fly. I can rewatch that twice in 1 year, maybe 3 times, because I love Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings. Whereas this Captain America, this is not a rewatchable movie for me. I'm not saying in general. I can't tell people what a rewatchable movie is. That's up to each of us.
That boy is good.
But I don't mind not necessarily rewatching this one. What I'm going to do is go for the scenes that I know stuck out to me. Dialogue, scenes that didn't make sense, action scenes, set pieces, all those little bits and pieces that just drew me out of the movie completely. And then even character motivations, character arcs, all those things, they're very important to me because they stick out. If you're not driving the scene or the movie along with certain characters or certain dialogue or certain things that are going on the scene, on screen, and one or two characters say something that conflicts with the current action we are following a character or characters on said journey, it removes me completely from a movie.
He ain't lying.
Whereas this movie was a very unenjoyable experience.
You don't understand.
For someone who loves movies, I did not enjoy it. And I even had a few friends of mine asking me, well, it's a black Captain America, it's a brown Captain America, he's melanated, why don't you support I said, support or not, he's being paid. It's not like it's an all African American team. Director, writer, screenplay, everyone involved, set, makeup, costume, everyone is all brown. And even if it is and the movie is trash, I no.
Damn, son.
Not only is my time valuable, the money, of course, paying for a ticket, valuable, but the most important thing I keep saying is my attention. My time, yes, but I'm paying attention to your story.
He ain't lying.
Your level of storytelling and everything that encompasses a movie, and it is irritating.
Tired of this shit.
So my attention is being drawn into this irritating experience. I'm not going to sit down here and say, let me support the brown team and the brown business. No.
What do you mean by that?
That's just me personally. Especially it's like going to a restaurant and the food is trash. Either I bring it up and say, yo, these are issues a lot of us are experiencing. Can you kindly, respectfully, please address them and change them so that way we keep coming back. We want to keep coming back.
That boy is good.
I don't know whether Marvel listens. Everyone keeps saying movies are being made as a business for profit. You make a crap movie, we're not going to see it.
Well, duh.
So thank you for your patience for those of you who are expecting or looking forward to my review. But it'll take a while. It'll take a little while, not too long, but a little while. I just want to sit down and get all these shots ready, all these scenes ready, and then we'll have a good old time. Just like I did with The Flash, Secret Invasion, and Venom. I love to do these things. Telling you guys a movie's trash is one thing, but showing you the scenes and drawing your attention to these nonsense scenes and dialogue, for me, it's very important so you can understand where I'm coming from when I say certain things are trash or this is bad and yada, yada, yada.
I like this one.
With that out of the way, I started this recording today to talk about Mr. James Gunn.
What?
We're now in March. Officially, spring has sprung. We are 3 months away from wait, hold on. Is it 3 months away? It's 4 months. March, April, May, June. I think we're 4 months. Can I do my math properly? I think we're 4 months away from the retelling and the reboot of the Man of Steel and DC universe with Mr. James Gunn, or the Superman movie. James Gunn's version of Superman. So what I want to do today is discuss the different movies, or talk about the movies that James Gunn has done that I've seen and haven't seen.
What do you mean by that?
I want to see if the movies are movies that I can watch. And I don't intend to watch all his movies. No, sirree, Bob. No, thank you very much. I don't intend to watch all of his movies at all.
Damn, son.
A few moments later.
There's a dog behind me rummaging in the bushes. I'm not a fan of dogs. I hope the dog gets away. So we shall begin with Mr. James Gunn. Let's see how many accolades he has to himself. I mean, I'm not talking about movies he's written or co-directed. I'm talking about movies he's directed and produced and yada, yada, yada. So first movie is Human Z. Even the poster for that looks strange. Is that a bird? Is there a squirrel above me or something?
A few moments later.
Human Z. I'm not going to watch that.
Damn.
I should have found a page where I could have drawn up the synopsis of each movie.
Not my problem. That's just not my problem.
Then we got Sparky and Makilla, whatever that is. Out of all the movies on his list so far, the ones that I've enjoyed the most is Slither and the first Guardians of the Galaxy. That's it.
Don't bullshit me.
Hamster Spa, I've not seen that one. Super, I don't know what that is. Is that Super or is there something else? Nope, I don't know what on earth that is. I mean, I've seen all the other Guardians movies, don't get me wrong. Suicide Squad was okay. That's not a rewatchable movie for me. That was a one-off, you know? And it was cool, but it's not something I would rewatch. Whereas Guardians of the Galaxy, yes. I've actually rewatched Slither, I think more than twice now. I think only 3 times in total. What? Whereas Guardians, I think 4 times. And then Suicide Squad only once. I didn't like Guardians of the Galaxy 2. It was I don't know, it just felt like, it didn't feel like part 1. Too damn bad! Guardians of the Galaxy 3, I didn't like that as well. That just felt like it was too much noise. The emotional weight of it was just, I don't know, it just felt like it was unnecessary humor for one, too much shouting. And then when it came to the story beat, anyway, I don't need to break down the whole thing. I didn't like 2 and 3. I did not like 2 and 3 at all. 1, however, was a beautiful package from me, beginning, middle, and end. Beautiful. You ain't lying. I don't know if they're going to do a 4th one. I'm not looking forward to it. I mean, if it comes out, I'll watch it. But after being let down by 2 and 3, I wouldn't have high hopes for the 4th one at all.
Get this man a shield.
There's something about James Gunn's humor that I don't like. Certain aspects, yes, because it worked in, Guardians of the Galaxy 1. But when obviously after seeing 2 and 3, I was like, yeah, this guy's got something going on where he thinks he's like, yeah, I'm in my mojo right now, so let me just do it anyway. I'll just do what I want because I can and because I want to, and I'm a cool director now. Hey, to each their own. But it's not rubbing well or rubbing nicely with the audience or certain audience members like myself. Too damn bad! The Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas whatever thing, happy whatever that is. I've seen that and I was like, that was another waste of time as well. God damn it. These people love to just waste time. I feel having cool ideas there's nothing wrong with it. But if you're, cool ideas to you doesn't mean it's going to be cool ideas to the lot of us. And yes, you're not always going to win as a, storyteller and a movie director, directing your own movie for everyone. But we can still at least agree that there's certain movies, despite our own preferred genre and preferred movie taste or preferred actor or preferred style of storytelling, we can still agree that there are particular movies out there that all of us can collectively say, God damn, that's a beautiful movie. That was well done. Set pieces, action, intelligence, competency of certain characters, everything. Even the villain was on point. Even I started to think, you know what, maybe the villain is right. We can all at least agree. If you're into horror, I'm into comedy, you're into drama, I'm into mystery stuff, you're into sci-fi. There are still a couple of movies out there, despite your differences in your genre. No matter how tight you are with horror, you're like, anything else, I don't mind, but horror, I will die for. We can still all come together and have a list of movies where we're like, I'm not a massive sci-fi fan, but Aliens is awesome, Yeah. Christopher Nolan's Batman was really good.
Nice.
Marvel Avengers Infinity War was really good. We can still all collectively agree.
That boy is good.
Nah, there's just something about his sense of humor that just rubs me the wrong way. Slither. Slither is a good movie to showcase how James Gunn thinks when it comes to humor. I think that's the best. That's the only movie I can say. Yeah, you could say aspects of the comedy was in, or aspects of his sense of humor was in Guardians of the Galaxy, yes, but that's under the umbrella of Marvel. So that's connected to a larger universe, and it's the introduction of his characters or his telling of these characters from the Guardians of the Galaxy in the Marvel universe. They still have to tie into the overall, language of Marvel to an extent, because Marvel has a style or a pattern or a way of things. What am I trying to say? A schematic. There's a certain schematic, and even as viewers, as you're watching all these new characters being introduced to the world, you're already thinking to yourself, I wonder how that guy's going to play off with Tony Stark. I wonder how that guy's going to play off with Doctor Strange. Or I wonder how that guy's going to play off with Black Widow or Hawkeye or Vision. You're already thinking of those things when you see the new characters being introduced. So there's already a set theme or web, being spun, or that's already set up in Marvel. So you as a director coming in with your own quirks and whatnot, it's cool, but you're still coming under some particular rules and guidelines under the umbrella of something like Marvel.
You know how long I've been waiting for this?
Now, DC being helmed as the president or the main guy leading the whole enchilada, I don't trust him fully. I don't trust him 100%. Even if you put Zack Snyder there, I would say the same thing, because Zack works very well when he's doing visuals. In terms of overall storytelling, no. What? From my previous experiences with Zack Snyder, nah, you're good telling stories. You know, in terms of directing those stories. Sorry, let me rephrase that. You're good at directing stories. Maybe here and there a few things that will sound cool in action shots for sure. But as an overall package, no shade to him, he's not very good at that. He did very well for me personally when it came to Man of Steel. Did very well with 300, Watchmen. A few shots in that movie, I was like, if you cut that part out, everything else would be nice. He ain't lying. That's the only 3 movies I remember enjoying so much that I can rewatch again. Man of Steel, easy rewatch. Easy rewatch.
You don't understand.
Watchmen, I need time for that one. I can't just rewatch that anyhow. I need to be set. My mind needs to be set right for that one because of the few shots. 300, yeah, that's an easy rewatch.
Shut up and take my money.
Almost as easy as Man of Steel. Easy, and I need to be in the right mood for that as well, like in my whole warrior spirit mood, ready for the action scenes, no pausing. Taking scenes back and rewatching the scenes, yes. No skipping forward, no pausing to, loot a toilet break or whatever. I got my snacks ready. Yes, that's a beautiful, beautiful movie. Beautiful story. Straight, simple. Let's get it on.
Let me hear yeah!
So Zack Snyder is someone I wouldn't trust either as a whole DC cinematic universe president or main guy.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Whereas Jon Favreau, for example, when he started with Iron Man in Marvel, you could see his sense of humor, but his sense of humor doesn't irritate me the same way James Gunn's sense of humor irritates me. I can't stand that guy's sense of humor. It's almost like everything with him is goo, putrid stuff, icky liquid squirting on your face nonsense, and it's little innuendo jokes, sexual stuff. Do it, but do it clean and neat. I can almost see James Gunn directing a Deadpool movie. He would fit very well in that.
Nice.
I see the lighting is gone down again. Give me a second. Uno momento, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be weird editing when I go home. This is going to be very, very weird. Anyway, let me not sit here and talk for too long. So, on this list anyway, as far as this list is concerned, James Gunn's movies, the ones that I feel I like the most, like I said, I'll start off again. Slither was cool. Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one, beautiful. Suicide Squad, it's alright. Now, obviously, the new Superman movie is coming out. That's 50-50 for me, man. That's just like fingers crossed. I don't feel he's gonna kick ass. I don't feel that movie is gonna be straightforward, epic, or just, I don't know. I still remember the feeling I had the first time watching Man of Steel. I remember that feeling very, very well. I don't think I'm gonna get the same feeling with his Superman.
Damn.
I could be wrong.
He ain't lying.
Like I said earlier on, I'm saying it again, don't trust homeboy's sense of humor. His taste of humor is not my cup of tea at all. Yeah. Like, for example, a lot of people are calling out the flying shot with him Corn Sweat flying the Superman. The shot with Henry Cavill flying the Superman, it worked. I don't understand this thing.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
There's a particular style of doing things when it comes to certain action movies or action shots. If it's worked previously, just copy and paste. I also understand that when you're a director doing your own version or rendition of a character and you're doing a retelling, you want to change the costume, you want to change the way he does the fight scenes or she does the fight scenes. If it's a Wonder Woman thing, if it's a set character, and it's not like you're doing a fresh IP, you're creating your own superhero. You're coming off the backs of what others have done. You want to be different in your own retelling of the story. I get that. But it's not cool that people are calling out your flight scene for your Superman because it looks weird to us. Looks like it's a big head, bug-eyed, shot. It's not cool because you want people to be excited for your movie. Plus, that flight scene was beautiful. that costume is beautiful. So there's two things. For some people, there's three. Like myself, the costume looks annoying.
Damn.
Looks baggy, looks saggy.
Damn.
Doesn't make sense to me.
Damn.
I'm hoping that it's the first costume in the movie and he's going to have a costume change. It's going to look better in the movie.
He ain't lying.
And hopefully not towards the end of the movie either, because then that's going to suck. Secondly, I've already made my complaint about this. The crypto thing. Throwing your dog in this one. Again, that's James Gunn's choice. I want to be the guy who introduces crypto into the cinematic universe for Superman. I don't need that. I don't know how many people feel the same way as I do, but I came here for Superman, not Superman and some fluffy looking dog.
I ain't coming for no foolishness.
Like I said in my previous video, you're not going to spend money on creating some CGI. I don't even know if the dog is real. Is that a real dog or CGI dog? You're not going to put money recording a dog with Superman in the same shot and not have one or two fight scenes or action-ish scenes with the dog, or even one or two dogs where Corn Sweat has to train Crypto to take a poop or pee. What? Or a funny scene where Corn Sweat is taking Crypto for a walk, you know? It's those things that it's like when I see it, I'm like, yeah, I bet there's gonna be one or two of those scenes, and we don't need that.
Shut up and take my money.
And then it depends on how you break the shot down in the first place, or the scene down. Maybe it's a fight scene or action scene. How you bridge the scene prior and the scene after. So wherever you slot that scene or that shot in where he's trying to train Crypto, or he's playing fetch with Crypto and Crypto just tears through the grass and everyone's like, oh, that's a very strong dog. I can just see those scenes coming. Then the action scene, I imagine Crypto is going to have to save him from something once or twice. I mean, he whistled for Crypto to come pick him up, yes. But I imagine he's going to tell Crypto, sit, stay. He goes somewhere, something happens, and Crypto can just sense it. He comes to help him out. Otherwise, why have the dog in the movie?
Does not compute. Does not compute. Does not compute.
Why have the dog in the movie if you're not going to include him in some action scenes and some stupidly annoying, unnecessary, pointless, go to the park scenes, feed the dog scenes, play fetch with the dog scenes? I'm not here for that. I'm not here for that. Yeah, so let me know in the comments as well how many Zack Snyder movies you've seen. What? How many? My bad. My bad. Let me know in the comments how many James Gunn movies you've seen and how many James Gunn movies you like. Like, did you like all the Guardians movie as well? I mean,
let's try that again.
Like me, did you like just one out of all three, or do you like all three Guardians movie? Did you like Slither? Have you watched all of James Gunn's movies as well? Let a brother know in the comments. And last but not least, are you excited for James Gunn's Superman? And then let me know the ratio or percentage. 50%, 40%, 35%, 100%.
Damn, son.
Let me know. Because I'm 50-50. And that's the only way I can be. Whereas now I'm looking forward to the Daredevil Born Again thing coming out this week. And come on. That's bound to be epic. It's just bound to be really, really, really good. Yeah. Not because it's even rated R, but because it's Daredevil. And then the action, the set pieces, the competency in the characters. Hopefully there's not too much silly stuff, you know? Sometimes some characters make some silly decisions. I'm like, yeah, you guys are trying to ground this character in real life and make it a real thing with the violence that's going on. But some of you are making some stupid decisions where it would not be made in real life. Meaning this is a real thing, like a life or death situation.
That boy is good.
It'll be funny if I enjoy Daredevil more than I do the new Superman. But again, like I said, it depends on how I feel. If that feeling that I got from the first time I watched Man of Steel is there, or it peaks, it gets higher than that, I'll be excited, because that's what you want to be.
He ain't lying.
As fans of movies, moviegoers like myself, those of us who love movies, I'll speak for myself. I want to enjoy my expenditure of money. Yeah. I want to enjoy my time spent in said cinema or theater or whatever. Yeah. And most importantly, I want to enjoy my choice of giving my attention to your story, giving my attention to your world, this idea you've created, this story you're telling with this fixed characters from the comics. You know, I want to see how you're going to do it differently, and I want to be excited for your version of telling the story.
That boy is good.
Mm-hmm. No matter how many Batman movies are out there, as long as you keep to the core of Batman, the themes of Batman, and again, action, intelligence, and other things. I want to enjoy the journey.
Shut up and take my money.
If you're telling me, oh, this particular recipe You're gonna have a French chef make the recipe. I'm looking forward to it. You're gonna have a Spanish chef. I'm looking forward to it. You're gonna have a Nigerian chef. I'm looking forward to it. You're gonna have a Caribbean chef. I'm looking forward to it. You're gonna have a Mexican chef. Bring it come. Native American chef. Bring it come. You know, Filipino chef. Let him come. I know the recipe is tasty, so I'm looking forward to seeing what each chef does with this particular recipe. But when I hear there's a particular chef that doesn't like salt, for example, or he loves cheese, I'm not going to eat your meal.
Damn, son.
And we know you for your cheese stuff. And I don't like cheese. And the recipe originally doesn't have cheese. So now you're going to include cheese somewhere in the recipe or alongside the meal. I'm like, yeah, that particular chef, we know he or she loves cheese so much. I'm not looking forward to his or her rendition of this recipe, you know? So anyway, I'm done.
Get this man shield.
I have been your one and only multipotentialite, neurodivergent host, the Cosmic Jedi, signing out. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. My recording in this new park for the first time. Yeah. Oh, the light still stayed on. I mean, it's a little dark. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. And I got to do my sign out without people looking at me. Because the first time I couldn't do it. Because so people were walking by, I was like, I can't do the lip quiver. I cannot do the lip quiver while people are watching me. There's someone here behind me. Okay, let me stop recording. I'm out, peeps. Deuces.